8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, choke until I have everything I attack. Everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up, though?
What up, though? It's the word. I am your reality coach, and you tuned in for your shot of reality. But before we get into that, let me get into the chat. Dre, what up, though? Hey, man, I gotta link up with you, Dre. We gotta talk. I gotta talk to you. There's some matches, some stuff happening. We gotta talk. Liz B in the building. What up, sis? Appreciate you. Tamika. What up, though? Nexie is in the building. There she go. What up, though? Sis Antisocial, your unfiltered motivational speaker. That big nine. What up, though, sis? Appreciate you. Hey, man. Anti dropped the premiere earlier. Man, y'all get over and check that out. My sis skills. Hey, I ain't about to be editing. I'm about to pay Anti to edit for me. My sis skills is getting cold. You know, shout out to the sis. Y'all make sure y'all subbed up. We got some more good stuff coming through over there. Y'all ain't gonna be shocked and surprised because y'all know how amazing she is. So just go ahead and hit that sub button. Make sure that bell is turned on because we rocking and rolling 9% here. We the solution and we setting examples. So shout out to my sis. Appreciate that. Who else in the building? I see Lisa J is in the building. My ninja. That my ninja right there. The realest one is in the building, people. Appreciate you, bro. Bud Files, appreciate you. Oh, sugar. Oh, honey. Sugar love in the building. What up, though? James, Uncle No Shirt. What up, though? The shirtless snipers in the building. What up, though, man? Appreciate y'all. We gonna get into this. Yeah, you know, this is the question I wanted to ask. You know, this is I guess you can call it one of the first questions I ask my clients, right? What are you willing to let go? You know, in life, to gain something, you have to let go. Just think about this. If you get trash in your hand, right? And as you taking it out to the garbage, you see somebody there with $1 million. Do you not gotta let go of the trash to grab the $1 million? Or are you gonna take the chance to continuously walk into the garbage can, dump the trash, and turn around and hope the man's still there? Nah. You go drop the trash, grab the $1 million, and find a new house and not worry about where the trash is, right? You just go leave it right where it's at and keep it moving. You got $1 million in your hand. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, what are you willing to let go? And in life, to be successful, to actually progress, you know, it's things you have to let go. You know, think about mindset, right? You got to let go of your old way of thinking. If you want to be successful in something that you've never been successful in, and you don't think you can be successful, you're not going to be successful. So you got to let go that way of thinking to actually even try. You know, so it's things for progression, for greatness. You have to let go. You know, it might be you got to let go of an environment. You might be in an environment, but you want more. You know, you got to let it go. You got to move forward. Mr. West is in the building. What up, though, Keith? Man, I've been rocking and rolling. Man, y'all got to go check out Anti. Matter of fact, I want y'all to check out her intro real quick. Then we'll get back into it. We're gonna take a commercial break. I want y'all to check something out, man. Sis, she doing her thing over there. Okay. Oh, no, she just went down here. Quick commercial break. On you know what it is. It's 9% business, 9% talk. I gotta show off. Gotta show off my sis. Gotta show off my sis. 'Cause I don't think y'all seen that. I ain't gonna play the whole thing because I'm gonna make y'all go over there and watch it. But I do wanna give y'all a sneak peek. Oh no, what just happened? I done messed all up. This is what happens when you get a legally blind man trying to do too much. Just trying to do too much. Okay, here. How did I do that again? My bad, y'all. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it right, get it tight. Okay, take it. Oh, oh, I see. Oh, you fancy, huh? I see you now, Anton. She didn't get fancy on me. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right. So, Goddess Vibes. Y'all know who that is. That's Tay Eats. Tay Eats. I know y'all heard about Tay Eats. 9% is in the building. Appreciate you, sis. Hey, I'm just bragging on the mini me, on the miniature one. Hold on, here we go. The unfiltered one. I ain't even got my phone up. Can y'all see that? We good? Can we see that? Okay, yeah. I can see it on my Hold on, let me back a little bit. A little bit.
Win over the Bucks. It's game time. Let's go.
Baby gonna be famous. Baby gonna be famous.
I was excited until this happened. Welcome to an unfiltered motivational moment with Antisocial Amethyst. And I just want to drop this unfiltered motivational moment with you guys. Listen, live your life. Life is too short to be sitting at home bored. Have fun, go out. You ain't got to spend too much money because these tickets was not even that much. Okay? But make sure y'all go out, have fun, and live life.
Another sound I made.
And that's all the sauce y'all get right there. Y'all can't have no more. Y'all gotta go check out my subs. Make sure y'all subbed up. Hey, that was fire, man. It was all serenity in it. Hey, man, it is what it is. We the greatest. DJ Khaled in here. Y'all know I don't brag on me, but I'm gonna brag on them. So it is what it is. Dee Dee. What up, though? What up, though? Yeah. So um, just had to, that was a 9% moment. Um, just had to shout out the sub. But yeah, you got to be willing to let things go. Environment, fears. Some people have fear. You got to let that go. If you want to be successful, you can't be afraid to be successful. And this is me speaking from experience, because some of the things that come with success, you might not be ready for. And that can be scary. Just the responsibility. That's not what I was afraid of. I didn't want to be martyred. I didn't want people to put me on a pedestal, and I still don't. I don't. I'm straight. I'm an average guy, regular guy. I just know little things, do little things different. That's just how I look at myself. I don't like that pedestal stuff. Because people only put you up there to knock you down. I'm straight. They're gonna do that anyway, right? But fears, you gotta let go of fears. You have to let go of fears if you truly desire to be successful. You can't be holding on to them. You gotta let them go. And if that's fear to try, if that's fear to fail, just fear in general, you gotta let go. And if you ain't willing to let those fears go, you ain't trying to be successful. You really not. You gotta. You might have to let go of a false persona you have of yourself. Everybody want to look at themselves like they good people. In all actuality, a lot of people ain't good people. Just being real. If you, people say accountability. Morals, values. People say, well, I won't do this. It's against my morals. But then they turn around and say, well, unless, somebody does this, then I'll do this. Then it's okay. But as long as don't nobody do it, it's like your morals and values come with stipulations. I don't mean to laugh, but it's funny, man. Like you hear people, I never talk about a black woman. Then because of the black woman out, well, she said this first. Like, hold on, bro. So it comes with stipulation. You ain't say that at the beginning. That's like when you take one of them pills and you don't learn until the side effects until you're having it. That's kind of how like dealing with people is on here. You don't you don't know the side effects of people until you start having it, until they start showing their derriere. And even that, right? When you want to be successful, what are you willing to let go? Are you willing to let people go? Like truly think about that. Like it and when I decided to change my life, right? There was some people who I've been through some things with. I'm talking about, some struggle times, some life changing experience. I was in the trenches with these people, right? But I wanted more and they didn't. They was comfortable right where they was at. Right? And because I wanted more, it was a difference of opinion. So where they was comfortable with doing things this way, I wasn't. I changed. I wanted more. I had to do more. And when I started doing more, I started getting more. But I was still around those people. So guess what? I didn't really I didn't fully change. Not until I let the people go. And even though we had history, they still cool. I'm still cool with them. Our lifestyle is different though. I do different things. I do things different ways. And doing things their way is just not beneficial to me. And them doing things my way, they don't want to. It ain't beneficial to them. And like I said, it's no bad blood or nothing. It's just that's just what happens. You let people go and you take off. You soar. And you realize, if you trying to go forward and people okay with where they at or going a different way, they holding you down. People, and this is the unintentional part, right? We talking about unintentionally now. We're not talking about they have malice in their heart and we know that part. We ain't at that part. I'm talking about the part where it's just you outgrew someone. That happens in life. You outgrow people. People outgrow you. It can happen either way. If people outgrow me, I just recognize it, and applaud them. Growth is growth. Why would I hate on another man's growth in any direction? That's why I said I don't really care what people want to do with their life. I don't invest too much. And it's not that I don't care about people, it's I care about myself. And just because somebody sees something or thinks something, and they might think they know better for me, they don't have to live with the results. I do. And I understood this a long time ago. So I don't put myself in positions where people want. I don't put myself in positions where people, I'm not even going to use the term manipulate, but their best interest for me don't align with mine, and I go with it anyway. I don't like living with regret. I'd rather not do something and be comfortable with it than do something and regret it, and vice versa. I'd rather try it and fail than not know what would happen at all. So, and I'm always open for guidance direction, but like me as a life coach, right? I don't tell people what to do. I don't even give people advice. I help people understand what they want to do. I coach them. I bring it out of them. I don't put it in them. If it ain't in you, I can't bring it out. When people need direction and guidance, a lot of times they talk, I ask great questions, and guess what? They end up answering their own question. That's what I do as a coach. I don't tell people how to live, what they should do, or none of that, because everybody's life different. Ladies of Vibe Talk, what up, though? Appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping by, sis. Appreciate you. I was just talking to her earlier on IG. I was just in I was in a room with her earlier in IG. She probably still over there. It was a good room. They was talking about I should have tagged Tay, and they was talking about numerology, and the lady was saying how she went from astrology and now she doing numerology. She feels more accurate. It was deep, I was just sitting back listening and learning, other people's perspective. So yeah, shout out to Miss 702. I don't know how to say her name because it looked like Rashid, but I don't want to say Rashid and it's Rashida, but it's two E's. I don't know. So I just still say 702. But anyway, like with people, right? So sometimes even without malice, man, you just outgrow people. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. But then you have people with malice, you know, and like those people, I I spent so much time trying to figure out why people do what they do, and there's so many variables involved. But ultimately, I understand it's a choice and it's one they making. So I just learned to, I just distance myself and keep doing what I do. How you distance yourself? Just be great. Just keep elevating. People will try to hold you down because you are their source. They feeding off your light. They feeding off your soul. Literally. They feeding off you. So if you elevate, they ain't got no food. They ain't got no food. So no, they need to keep you right where you at. That crab in the barrel mentality. No, like so you even at that point, even you paying attention or waddling in the mud with them, you lose. Because remember, you was just elevating. Now you stopping yourself to deal with this. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? That's like when people do subliminals. I don't mind. It's funny to me. Like the subliminal to me is funny, And like I told y'all, I am not past. I am past the petty, but I am truly godly petty. Like if you don't like me, and I know you don't like me, I'm gonna just sit in front of you. What antisocial short say? Block you? Nah, I'm gonna, I'm gonna make you watch me be great. I'm gonna do it because, like, if I ain't did nothing to you, if you see me just trying to be great, and I'm offering, like, hey, come on, let's do this together. Let's ride. Let's do this. And you try to do things to prevent me from getting there or doing it because you don't want to put the work in, you just gonna have to watch me. Because I'm not about to, I'm straight. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, it's not worth it. Like, I understand this in life, right? Anything that I focus on is what I'm paying for. And what am I paying? Paying my time. Anything that I focus on. So if that's something I don't want, then that's me. I have to be responsible. This is what I'm saying. All that accountability talk, you need to be responsible first. I can sit here and complain about what I don't want, what this person is doing, what that person is doing, or I can just handle my business. I'm gonna handle my business. I'm gonna be great. That's it. Okay, that's what they doing. Cool. I'm aware of it. As long as it ain't affecting me, I'm gonna keep it moving. And it only affects me when I choose to allow it. And people have talked about other people since people learn how to talk. Ever since people learn how to talk. I don't know what y'all talking about in the chat. I just looked and seen something juicy. I'm gonna stay up here and on the panel. But people, I mean, somebody always go say something. You always go have a naysayer. You always shout out to Miss V. She did that show. That was a good show about naysayer. You always gonna have a naysayer. You always gonna have someone doubting you. And sometimes they do it loudly. Sometimes they do it in secret. No matter, they doing it. All right? But we know that. So why even care? They spending their time and attention thinking about you. So now we know what's important to them. You are important. Not them being great. Not them trying to find new ways to create better opportunities for themselves. That ain't what they thinking about. They thinking about you and how to bring you down, how to hate on you, how to stop you from being great. Man, you better transmute that. Go ahead, keep giving me that energy. Go ahead and keep feeding me. Because it ain't bothering me. It's really not. I'm going to just use it and I'm going to be greater on your expense. You hate on me, I'm going to be great on your expense. Remember that, you know. So you have to be willing to let this go, dealing with these people. Your ego. And it's not even letting the ego go. Is you need to function out your ego properly. You know, don't reside in the ID. That's the lower part of your ego. You are the ego. You know, I did a video breaking that down. I'm telling you, the more you know about these things in detail, you can use them and benefit them, and it makes sense. You are in control of both of them, the higher and lower self. You are the balance. It's always the Trinity, but in that Trinity is always balance. Even in science, you got electrons, protons, but what keep them from going crazy? That neutron. You are the neutron, the ego. You control your higher and your lower self. You determine which one expresses itself, the higher you or the lower you. You. And once you know that, you can control that. That's power. So when these people come through, people go hate. You know what I'm saying? So when they come, you already know that. So when they come through and do it, guess what? Oh well. That's how you feel. That's what your attention is towards me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You know, life is short and you want to spend your time thinking about me, that's fine. I'm going to just keep being great. But you going to get bitter and bitter and bitter because ain't nothing you doing, ain't nothing you saying is having the effect you want. Should have became a better spellcaster. Stay in the safe zone. Hey, Keith, as long as you straight, bro, I know Realist can handle itself. Realist is a seasoned vet. So I know Realist can handle itself, bro, but I want to keep you coming over here. So long as you say, hey, we're going to come up with a safe word, Keith. If they bother you in the chat, just throw the safe word. I say it and I do an extraction. You know, ask KY. I'm good at extraction. I built Kalani out a couple times. Shout out to Kalani. Yeah, I had to pick with him. But yeah, so even with that, right? With the people, you know, you just have to realize they exist. They ain't going nowhere. Oh well, you know. They want to focus their attention on you. Okay, just keep focusing your attention on greatness. Use them as rocket fuel. Use that hate as motivate. Like it ain't no reason nobody should really be hating nobody. If don't nobody do nothing to nobody, then should nobody hate on nobody, right? So let's just not do nothing to each other. That's all we gotta do. But when you is I don't know. I just feel like um, I think sometimes opportunity presents itself where people can reveal their true feelings about you. You know what I'm saying? People look for those opportunities. People be feeling some type of way, and they be waiting for something to happen. Just and then they jump out the window and realize like, hold on, man, that wasn't that didn't call for all that. So this is some extra sauce you put on it. So this was something that was festering for a while, right? You was thinking about this. It's like you really feel. Okay, cool. So this little thing, this is what I'm saying too. Check this. I know I'm rambling, right? I am rambling, but it's like idea after idea coming in my head. But it's like I be having to hurry up and say something before something else. Anyway, so it's like I forget who I was talking to. Oh, I was talking to Tay, right? And I was telling Tay, I said it's dope how because me it's been a year, right? It's been a year since I've been rocking with Sis, and I said it's dope how if you look how I met her, we was on the panel talking and start going over there, and she went through she life, just just life in general. So it was space created. But then, everything cool. She come back and we rocking out. Didn't miss a beat. But this is the thing. Like our relationship developed organically. Like it was. And then look, me and Tay don't see eye to eye. Not really on a lot of stuff. We see eye to eye on a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff we don't see eye to eye on. But guess what? That don't matter. That's normal. That's normal. She like hot weather. I like cold weather. That's normal. And this is when I say don't see eye to eye. But when you say that, people be thinking extremes. No, think about everybody like little. I don't know if she like Coke or Pepsi. I don't like neither one of them. You see, you always have differences, and if you constantly look for the differences, you will constantly find them. Remember, whatever you focus on is what you get. So if you're constantly looking for differences in people, if you're constantly looking for some form of confrontation or this person go stab me in the back or do something, that you go find it. That's exactly what you go find. But me and sis been rocking out. And like I said, we don't see eye to eye on everything. And that's how you know when you can build something with someone. I always tell people, I don't rush friendships. I don't really try to be friends with nobody until we go through something. if we go through something and we can get through it, then we can be friends. But if we cool rocking out, and then I say something, you feel some type of way, and you never say something, and I'm straight. That shit weird to me. How we friends, and we have a disagreement, and we don't talk about it. We just go to the extreme. I seen some stuff on here, man. It's like people be cool for like a year or two, and next thing you know, they trying to take each other's head off. Like, hold on, man, how y'all cool? And then somebody say some words or somebody didn't do something, and now all of a sudden, y'all trying to take each other's head off. That's weird. And we supposed to be building friendship? Nah, you can't build nothing like that with no crazy people. I'm sorry, that's weird. And them people crazy. I don't care what nobody says. You can't convince me something ain't wrong with people. With 200 subs, you show up. I think I had less than 200. I think I had less than 200. But you can't build something with someone, and you can't have a difference of opinion. It's gonna be you're not gonna see eye to eye with everybody all the time. Me and my wife don't see eye to eye with everything. That's normal. We two different people have two totally different life experiences. Your experience in life is just like a fingerprint. It's unique to you. Always hear me say two people can go through the same thing at the same time and perceive it differently. Be totally different experience. So you just not. But if you can't have a disagreement with someone and come to a peaceful resolution, how you gonna be friends? It's gonna be life is go throw adversity at you. I think when you go through stuff, it tells you if you really truly want to be this person's friend or not, how you handle it. If you value a person and y'all have a difference of opinion, instead of saying, "Oh, forget them" or declaring war, if your first thought is, "How can we resolve this?" then y'all can be friends. But if you automatically, I don't know, man, people just weird, man. People are weird, bro. People weird. It's like you supposed to in life, right? You're supposed to have adversity. Adversity is what propels you. It's like a test. That's all it is a test. Because whatever you go through now is just gonna get harder as you get older. It's gonna get harder and harder and harder. It's life, just like school. After first grade, second grade, oh, more work to do. Go to third grade, even more work to do. Fifth grade, yeah, that's how it is when you level up. So if we on level one and we can't resolve things, how we gonna go to level 10? How we gonna actually do something? And you know what else you gotta release? You gotta be willing to let go. You gotta be willing to let go the way people, oh, you gotta, I'm gonna just have to, um, yeah. You gotta be willing to let go of Hood TMZ. What up, though? You gotta be willing to let go the way people think about you, other people's perception. You gotta be willing to let that go to be successful. You know, because everybody gonna have an opinion or an idea about you, or what you can do, or what you shouldn't do. You know, you got to be willing to let that go. I'm not saying don't take people advice. I'm not saying don't take heed to what people say, but you can't allow it to dictate who you are and what you do. You know, if it's useful, use it. If it's not, just leave it where it's at. Keep it moving. I don't know. I don't know what the. Did I say what up though to my brother TMZ? What up, Hood? I don't know why people want other people to live to their standards. Like, why is it so important for someone? I don't know. Like everybody, like those people, kind of to me is like, well, we supposed to be uniform. You want you want me to feel like you and think like you or something? Like, why do? Okay, why do the situation? I'm trying to understand why people want other people to make them comfortable. You know, if it's something I don't like, I just don't go around it. You know, that's when, what are you focusing your attention on? If you constantly around things you don't like, then is it not your fault with being around it? It's like if you constantly running into something, maybe you're in the wrong environment. If you keep turning every corner and you keep saying this and this, you're in the wrong spot. Maybe that's what that environment has to offer. Mr. West is in the building. What
What's
up,
going on,
P?
my brother? Not much, man. It's been a minute since I've been up here, man. I've been like, just dealing with this cold weather, man, and dealing with colds and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's been a minute. I've just been pretty much listening. But yo, peace and respect, word, peace and respect to everybody in the chat. Anti, much respect due to you, Tay, Willis, all the family in the chat. Much respect due to all of you.
Man, we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you, good brother. So what you
No
think
doubt.
about I know you got some sauce for us, brother. What you think about the
Oh
subject?
man. You putting the pressure on me already with the sauce. Oh man. No, but you know what? Everything, real talk, everything you just said is absolutely correct, and I absolutely agree. Um, a lot of times you got to look at yourself and understand, it's okay to make friends, but the first friendship, and I keep beating this drum about knowing yourself and getting to understand who you are. You know what I'm saying? And people are going to come and go. You can be with a person, whether it's a friendship or a relationship. You can know a person for years, but they'll turn and switch up on you and become something totally different. So you don't really know what a person is in the inside, let alone on the outside. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, growth is necessary. People, you can know each other for 10, 20 years, and based on lifestyle or certain decisions or certain situations they're in, people can change up. So you always got to be ready for that. You know what I mean?
You definitely got to be ready for that, and that's what I tell people. I expect people to change. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mm,
and it is a shocker when people don't expect, you know, me to change. Like, I tell you, like my whole goal is to become a better version of myself. So that
absolutely.
to do that, you got to change. I mean,
Yeah, uh, absolutely. Everything changes, just like the weather out here. We're looking at the hot, we're looking at the cold, we're looking at the weather changes constantly. You know what I mean? So the weather constantly changes. What makes us different from change? You know what I
mm,
mean? So we
mm,
have to, and change absolutely is about evolving too. You know what I mean? Now, if you're devolving, which is you're decreasing yourself, then that's not really a change. You know what I mean? Even though, but then again, now I'm thinking about that could be a change as well, but change for the worse. But the
mm,
goal is to change for the better. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to. Sometimes sacrifices are necessary. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Sometimes you have to let certain things go, and you have to just keep moving forward. Otherwise, you're stuck, and you're in stagnant. You're stuck in one position, and you're not evolving.
Mm. And see that's the thing too. And what I was saying too, even about the friendship, like coming on here, I like letting things happen organically. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I just know when you have, like, you can be cool with somebody on here for like years and never get into it because y'all only really interacting on here and it's in a room, probably subject that y'all both like. But as soon as you
Mhm.
see a difference, then you see people going at other people's head. Like y'all wasn't really cool in the first place. But people
Mhm.
talk about loyalty. Like these are things I hold dear. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? I just don't give them
I feel
away.
you.
You know
I
what I'm
feel you.
saying? I just
No, I
don't
feel
give it
you.
away. And I be
I feel
telling
you
people this,
100%.
and I be telling people this too. I don't expect
Mhm.
nobody to trust me just be, just because you met me or know me right. No, man. I know it take time,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna do the
Mhm.
things, that prove I'm trustworthy. I do those things,
Absolutely.
and over time, when you finally decide, it's yours to give. So when you finally decide, then it's like, okay, I know to take care of this, and I should have proven by then that I can take. But people be wanting stuff like this microwave society, like give it to me now
Mhm.
because I said it. Like,
Mhm.
no, man, like no, you can't just have it. No.
Yeah, that's the mindset. Unfortunately, we live in a society that has that mindset. You know what I mean? That everything has to be instant. And if it doesn't happen instantly, then it's not even worth pursuing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the part that you were talking about, far as like friendships and far as people just like, for instance, how you said you and Tay, you guys don't always get along, but you have a common goal. That's what connects you. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the problem that I hear with mostly in YouTube, because I go everywhere on YouTube, and I'm listening, I'm in the chat. I don't really talk much unless I'm over here. This is home. So I don't mind, putting myself on camera or speaking. I don't mind doing that because this is home. It feels good over here. I love the energy. But a lot of people will come up with different conversations and topics, and they, for some reason, cannot be respectful of another person's opinion. It's like what I say has to be the top stuff. Like nobody wants to admit that they don't know something. You know what I mean? Like, what is all this ego about wanting to be the best of everything and just be who you are and be willing to learn. Open your mind. I don't know everything. So if I'm in a conversation with you, Word, or if I'm in a conversation with Realist or Tay or Anti, and you guys are like, "Keith, check this out. What about this?" I will literally listen to what you guys say, and even if I don't agree with it, I'll still do some research and see your angle. Like, oh, okay, I see why you said that. And people don't want to do that, but they're quick
Right.
to tell you, do some research, do this, do this. Yeah, but you're not willing to have this conversation, a researchable moment,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Just like how y'all were talking about Cat Williams, not to bring that up again, but just like with that situation, everything is a teachable moment. You know, some of us may agree that this is real, that ain't real, but everything is a teachable moment. You just got to be
Mm-hmm.
careful with where you put your emotions and your thoughts. When your
Mm-hmm.
mind is in one place and your heart's in another place, that's chaos in itself. The trick is
Mm-hmm.
to put your mind and your heart in the same place. And that's a very tricky situation. And living in a society, that connection is very hard to put together.
Man, that was some salt. Big dog, what up, though?
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey, that's another brother you be spitting, man. Um,
No doubt, no doubt. You got a
appreciate
lot of
you,
good people
OG.
over here, Word. You got a
Man,
lot of good
hey,
people
bro,
over here.
I'm blessed that y'all even come around me, man, because I know I be be putting people to sleep sometimes. You know, I got that ambient voice. But
Yeah, that's why I was laughing earlier. He was like, I don't know what y'all talking about in the chat. I'm listening to Realist and Tay. And you know what? Them two are so hilarious. Every time I get in the chat, I just
man,
see them going back and forth, man, I'd be cracking up. So no,
man,
word, I ain't going nowhere, bro. You know, I'm here. This is home. I
man,
enjoy seeing Tay and Realist go at it. They are hilarious, man.
I appreciate, man. We gonna learn some stuff. We gonna grow. We gonna have some fun. That's what we. I mean, we adults. You know, we can have and like
Uh-huh.
it's disheartening sometimes when I see people can't, especially like men, like when we can't have conversations and it's fruitful, you know, um, and it has the potential. Like when you said people create the titles and you can't even. I was just telling Tay that earlier. Like, I had to learn some chats. I won't even. I just go in and listen. I won't even comment
Mm-hmm.
because
Yep.
you know they're not open to it. So, and then you know I ain't trying to disturb nobody's stuff. You know, I always treat
Mm-hmm.
people like I want to be treated, and I don't like people
Exactly.
bothering me, so I don't bother nobody. So,
Mm-hmm.
but you know me, like I like. I mean, if it's a difference of opinion, I mean, if it's hey, correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no
That part.
problem with that. You can correct me. I want to learn. I want to grow. I don't know everything. I ain't always right. You know what I'm saying? But don't tell me something
Right.
because you tell me. You got to show me. You know, I'm one
There
of
you
them.
go.
You know, I'm an '84 baby, so I'm from the show me time. Like, now prove it. We from the
Hey, 83 over
information.
here. I'm 83 over here, so I'm right behind you. You know what I mean?
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, man, you gotta show me. Just show me. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell
Mm-hmm.
me I'm wrong and don't tell me what's right. You know,
That's right.
like that's weird, and that's what people want. You know, they just want you to go off of their word. Those days are over. Nah,
Yeah, man.
it's the information age. So if you right and I'm wrong, you should be able to tell me how I'm wrong and you right.
That's right. So, like the subject of this conversation about what are you willing to let go? Sometimes you got to let certain things go. You got to let certain so called communities go, certain titles, certain labels, certain things that you think you should be, and just look inside yourself. Look in the mirror. John Henry Clark said it best: if you want a friend, look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Look in the mirror. How many people are really listening to what he said? And it goes beyond just skin color, race, and gender. This is deep. Maybe it's just me. Maybe when I hear certain things coming from elders with scholarship, I kind of take it to another level. You know, like, that's pretty deep. Then you're getting all these different clues about like the show, which I haven't even seen it yet because I'm so busy working and doing what I'm doing, doing the night shift and stuff. This movie called Leave the World Behind. I've been waiting to check that out. I haven't even seen that yet, but there's so many different symbols and subliminals out there that's giving you hints of certain things. Some people won't take the hint. They'll just go about their merry day and busy trying to live off celebrities or at least live that double life off celebrities. It takes somebody not special, but it takes somebody to kind of say, wait a minute, and just start paying attention to the surroundings and what's going on around them and just take it in. Get away from the foolishness and look. So what are you willing to let go? Me personally, I'm willing to let go of all the titles and labels, or you come from this continent or that continent, you're with this group. I'm willing to let all that go just to find me. Because I'm more than just a human body. I'm a spiritual being, high being. You know what I mean? And that's how we all should see ourselves individually.
Mm.
That's just my spill on it, bro. It's been a minute since I came up here and spoke, so I had to, make an appearance and say something. So I'm suffering out here in the cold for you, word.
Oh man, I appreciate it, bro. Trust me, man. This is it's greatly appreciated. I appreciate it. The chat appreciate it. 9% appreciate it, bro. Look, you hit so many good points. You know, I ain't even see they clone Tyrone yet. I ain't even watch it yet. Um,
I haven't either, man. Work life,
but
just work life. Now,
but
go
you
ahead, big brother.
know,
What you saying?
I couldn't. You know how I got to where I'm at now. Is by letting go of what everyone told me I was, and I found who I was. You know, I'm a
Mm,
divine being having a human experience. I'm an extension of the
mm,
creator sent to create in my own unique way. And people,
that's right.
you know, I don't know why that's intimidating. I don't even know why people care. It's not them. You know, if you want to be
Right.
a Christian, a Muslim, or whatever. I'm not taking that away from you. But you
That's
want
right.
me to feel like, nah, bro. You know, you do your thing, I do mine. You know, I link with the people who I link with. You link with the
Mhm.
people you link with. But you can't.
That's right.
Well, I don't understand why everybody to do what they want them to do to make them feel comfortable. Like, it's not my job to make you feel comfortable about life. And that's what these
Mhm.
people be wanting. They don't want
Yeah,
you to do
that's what
this.
they
They
do.
don't want you to do that. And it's like, well, why don't you go over there and then you ain't got to worry about me doing this or doing that. That's just
Man,
how I
look,
look at it.
word,
That's what I be thinking. Like, you
word.
know,
I heard the craziest stuff, man. And I'm not even going to say because he's a good brother. Don't get me wrong, but I heard brother get on the mic one day on his panel and say, "Look, I ain't dealing with nobody that ain't vegan. If you eat meat, I ain't dealing with you. If you doing this, I ain't doing this." I'm like, really? Now, I'm
mm,
not the healthiest person in the world either. Every now and again, I like me a hamburger, but I don't indulge in that. I usually eat lighter meats that way I can digest. But every now and again, I want a hamburger. And now I can't talk with you, bro. So we can't build something. Despite our differences, we can't build something together because I'm eating meat or I choose to eat a
right.
hamburger every now and again. Like, so you get this cult like mentality where people
hmm
want to join something and be something and be a part of something because they don't know how to be themselves.
hmm
You know. Now, let's say if these people was to be themselves, they know good and damn well they wouldn't fit in these groups because they won't be accepted. Nobody gonna like Chris Rock said. Ain't nobody gonna like you acting the way you act and talking the way you talk.
Right.
I forget what comedy special that was, but it's true. So you have to put on a persona, you know. So I think people just you got to let go of that fakeness, that persona. Me, I can only be me. I can't pretend and fake. I had my phases in my life where I thought I was this, thought I was that. Look, I'm too old to be trying to, play these games and try to fit in with the groups. Now, if let's say like me and you were, we get along. So like minds get along, we link. We don't have to say, well, look, Word, you're my best friend, and Keith, you're my best friend, and Anti, you're my great sister, and this. And that. Like minds can communicate without even speaking words, you know.
Is
And
a hold on? Let me put up a overlay real quick. I don't know.
no doubt,
It is a resilient dad popped up, but I don't know if this really him because he ain't turned the camera on. So I'm gonna put an overlay up real quick. Okay, yeah, that's him. All right, put it up. What up, though?
what up, what up?
Hey, yay! How you living, fam?
Enjoying
Hey,
life, man. Enjoying life. How
much
you
love
doing?
and respect, man. It's great to finally actually, catch up with you in real time.
Appreciate that, bro. I know I'll be going on late. I think
No
we
worries.
shared a panel on African dreaming. I think I
Yeah, we
was on the
did.
panel with you. Yeah.
Yeah, much love, much respect, man. We had to jump this 2024 off right from the top to the end. Yiddy.
No,
Yeah,
definitely, definitely.
They got
yeah. Hey, where do I begin? Short story long, long story short. Man, just keep cooking, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I feel like you're like living in two different realms, man. The social media realm sometimes, but what you bring in also is it has gravity to the real life. So when people cut that social media off, you know, they I feel like some people still gonna get something from this in their real day to day life. So it's not just like an avatar online. And there's a few things that I've learned from listening to you that really reflect that. I can tell that you really do exist in real life as you are, and that's what we look for. Authentic character, right? Can't be nobody else online, especially if you want to have longevity. So I respect that.
Appreciate that. Frankie Blanco's in the building. I
Frankie.
appreciate that. And that's what I try to do. I try to bring tools that people can not only use on here but use in real life. Because a lot of these things we use or we know, we just haven't defined them. Like just information about emotion, especially men. A lot of us wasn't taught emotional intelligence at a young age. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
know about it now. A lot of
Before
people don't know
EQ is
social intelligence.
EIQ. Yeah.
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 Take that.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Rach,
Yeah.
what up, sis? My bad. I be shouting
Oh
out
no,
my
no
people when they
worries. No
come in.
worries.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
totally agree.
and even social
One of the
intelligence.
parts, I gotta give you respect too. You had a dope live, man. You kicked it off crazy. You were talking about resilience, right? And what does it mean? Jesus, with a
Mhm.
G.
Yeah,
You know,
that was good. That was good.
that was
I,
solid. Replay value. If y'all ain't seen that, yeah,
I
replay
appreciate that.
value. Yeah,
And one of my brothers popped up here. I call him Sensei. He taught resilience in the military, and I thought it was
yeah.
dope. And that's one of them things, right? Some of it is innate. It's like you kind of, I ain't you're born with it, but some of us in life, it just made us be resilient, and we didn't truly know what it was. So I wanted to bring it to the people attention
Isn't
that
that the
way.
truth?
They can use it at a drop of a dime instead of using it when they need to. You can use it how you want to, and you can get more benefits from it. Just making it a way of life instead of something that you use when you feel you need to. So I appreciate
Oh
that.
yeah,
That's dope,
yeah.
man.
Nah, honestly, I'm a resilient dad for a reason. Before I became a dad, I was just a resilient guy. And yeah, I ain't gonna go into the story, but I come from a pretty decent family that's been into the military. I didn't go the military route, but you cannot tell me anything different outside of the patches and the real sacrifice they had to have. Um, and it's so funny how I ended up in resilience because a resilient dad was because I was resilient my whole life. I ended up in resilience as a profession, right? Trying to make something out of all this college debt that I had at one point in time. And then learning the industry professionally, resilience really came from the military and it brought everything back full circle. Yeah, so I was able to advance that even more just because of the presence of mind and my upgrowing, and I think that's like spot on. Resilience initially came from continuity, and continuity came from military, you know, and so it's totally right, man. And full circle is full circle at all times.
So yeah, we might do a part two and have you up on. I think that'll be dope. I'm always
Yeah,
looking
that would be
for
dope.
any way I can bring information. Yeah, any way I can bring information to the people. And I'm one of them people. Hey, y'all brothers get up here and cook. I put my mic on mute. I ain't afraid to let other people shine.
No, I'm not gonna come up
I
and
rather
cook,
enjoy
but
it.
I think I think everybody got their own recipe when it comes to resilience, and that's why I always ask
Mm-hmm.
people in person, what's your take on resilience? What are the top three things to be resilient? And honestly, it should make you reflect on what you saw and what you had to live through. But I'm honestly asking you, you know,
Mm-hmm.
9%, man, what you think, man? What makes you resilient?
My desire to create an environment for my kids that I didn't have. That's probably my top one. Um, that's probably my top one. And to learn, The more I learn, the more I can give. Everything is predicated upon what's coming behind me. I guess
Yeah.
you can even equate it to legacy, but I don't really, focus on legacy. I guess because I think I'd be thinking too far into the future. But what I can do now to make tomorrow better, I start there. But
Mm,
it's everything, you know, because I didn't have the examples, and after I got them, I understood the impact it could have had on my life if I had them when I was younger.
yeah.
So, and it's not just my kids. I got nephews, I got nieces, I got young people who look up to me. It's like men and kids, you know.
Right.
So is I never wanted to be an example, but I know I have to. So um,
Mm,
Major facts.
I think
You
that,
know?
I mean, if you can say three, all of them would be within that framework, but it's basically, uh, I guess the easiest way to put it is legacy, I guess. But it's not that. Uh, that sounds kind of.
no, 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 no. Keep going.
I
That's
just don't
good.
want to sound too. I can't even think of the term right now, but too smug, you know. But it is. It is everything that's coming behind me. I know if I don't blaze a trail or make a path, they gonna have it just as hard as I did. And like, what am I here for? I'm here to create. I'm an extension of the creator. What am I creating? Well, I'm still figuring all that out. What I'm creating, but I'm creating a lot of things right now, and one of them, something go hit. You know, so I kind of look at it like that.
Major facts.
Uh,
I agree with that. That whole talking point that you
there's
put
so many
there.
things in
Yeah.
there. Look, and they say you gotta look to the future, right? But
Mm-hmm.
to be in your position right now and exactly what you said, right? Not only does that resonate with me, you know, um, man, we invest in the future, and they say you can't look in the past if you want to move forward, but you have the past living right now, trying to move the future forward. Exactly what you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want
Mm,
all that moving forward, but you're a reflection, a living reflection of the history, right? A living
Mm-hmm.
reflection of it, and that's no small feat at all. I have over 30 nieces and nephews, you know, and it's interesting, man, how cold the game can get when you're trying to influence a whole, two football teams worth of, people, to trying to get it in, make it right, and do it right, without any, I would say, commitment to the past outside of respect, you know, and this is what we do it for, you know. We want them to have everything. Nieces, nephews, anybody that we ever looked at just once, passing at the grocery store, anything, you know. You want everyone to be able to have that same favor that you got, you know, just an inkling of it. And I totally agree.
major facts.
You
Major
know,
facts.
it's definitely a thing when people to say don't look on the past, but when you have the living past, it's not even past, it's just history, living history, teaching and
Mm-hmm.
showing and, and forgiving, right? I say forgiving because kids make mistakes, even grown kids make mistakes, right? And hopefully they'll have a pad that they can have a cushion on more than you did, right? More than
Mm-hmm.
he did or I did, right? Yeah. It gives them more of a cushion so you can make mistakes without all of the consequences that life will really show you, unless you really got to get to that point as an adult, right? Full adult. And I love that, you know. You are the living
Yeah.
history, right? We all are, we are teaching so we can pass that down, you know. and I
Yeah,
respect that 1,000. Hopefully, I
man,
didn't
brother, you were
go
cooking.
off a tangent too
Yeah,
much. I was trying to keep it concentrated.
nah, you were cooking. I gotta get ready, get jumped down so I can finish out the rest of this night. But man, brother, you was cooking. You was really cooking, man. And I appreciate that. That's something that I can actually absolutely take from and add to my own thoughts and form my own patterns on how I want to move in this crazy world. You know what I mean? So yeah, you definitely was cooking, man. No doubt. Man,
I appreciate that, bro.
Hey,
And then,
keep
and like you
going.
were saying,
Yeah.
it's just growing and learning. And Keith, I appreciate you so much, good brother. You already
oh,
know, bro. This is home, brother. I
it's
appreciate
home.
you. We
No
appreciate
doubt.
you. Anytime you want to speak, just let me know. I drop that link, and you come up and cook, brother. You already know.
No
Yes,
doubt.
sir.
Appreciate you, good brother. Word.
And
Peace,
you
my good
already
Appreciate
brother.
you,
know,
That's on the
man.
man. You
panel as
got
well.
Brazilian dad all day, man. I can't wait, man,
No
for us
doubt.
to
No
even
doubt.
connect with you. Like for
No
real,
doubt,
for
brother.
real.
We definitely gonna chop it up. And salute to the 9% over there. You're anti
Oh yeah.
AH. Much respect, dude. You sisters keep doing what y'all doing. I'm looking forward to eventually joining the nine, you know what I'm saying, and being a part of that somewhere. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
It's somewhere. I
I'm
already
hoping I can
told
get it
you,
done soon.
brother.
So
I
what
already
happened?
told you. You got a seat at the table. I already told you, man. When we put it together, it was 2 seats. We left available, and one of them was already yours. Whenever you're ready, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you gonna
Appreciate it.
be. Yeah, wait till you see what we got coming. We ser like when I say building, brother. I'm talking like what I was just told Resilient Dad. Even that
Mhm.
this is a tool, brother. If we
Yes, it
can
is.
use this to create something for our youngins, I'm gonna do it. I'm crazy, bro. My
Hey,
mind
that's the
work
goal,
crazy.
man. Hey, hey, look, we come from the 80s, so the 80s babies got to go crazy. You feel
Yeah,
that?
80 babies go crazy, man. You already know. So
But
I
let me hop down.
appreciate
Much
you, bro.
respect to everybody. Peace and respect.
Much love. Yeah.
Mr. West is in the building. Yeah, you know what, Resilient, that was one of the things when you said hit home with me just a minute ago when you said that cushion to make mistakes because like growing up, the environment I was in, I couldn't make mistakes. It cost me my life. It cost people lives
Oh,
around me, and
and
I
I don't
don't want
even
that
know
for
the
my
full,
kids.
but honestly, I respect it because it sounds like something similar. I'm not trying to hear like, oh yeah, you can be. Oh yeah, I was. If I would have made a wrong thing, whatever. Nah. Like it's not even about that. If you really, you already know, man. It's like,
Mm,
yo, like you can't even like blink wrong sometimes
right.
without
Yeah.
like what it's gonna come with. You did.
Yeah.
Like we ain't gonna cap on that at all.
I mean,
We ain't gotta
even the,
publicize stuff, but
right.
honestly, it's a certain thing that people gotta like really share because we're in the age now that the people that's growing right now need to understand that they can make mistakes and not be perfect and still win
Right.
because the internet is telling you you got to be perfect or you got to do this or
Hmm.
do that. So you got to be mindful, like for real. So I totally agree. And
And
this is what we do it for, so we can
yeah,
provide a cushion,
yeah.
an
You see what
internal
I'm saying?
cushion for everybody to like. Hey man, you can knock your head a couple of times. Yeah, we're gonna, you know, have our situation about it, but hey, what we give you ain't gonna be what the world give you, but you're gonna respect. Also, if you was in the world, what's gonna happen? That you
Hmm.
understand both sides. Period. Yeah.
And see that's the that's the thing I'm learning now. Just having kids. I'm happy I waited till I got older. I had my first kid when I was 36, so I didn't do it. And that's the thing too. Even like with the generational curses, it's basically learned behavior. Accepting behavior from the past, being conditioned and being desensitized to things such as Papa was a Rolling Stone, like
Mm-hmm.
being promiscuous, laying your seed wherever you lay at. Um, that was normal. If it happened, it wasn't a shock. So I wanted to make that not normal no more. I got from my father, I got 5 siblings. He got 6 kids by 4 different women.
Mhm.
So with me, I broke that generational curse. So my son will know he grew up in a house with his mother and father, um, and that will be normal to him. And anything else should be abnormal. Oh, that's the way I plan.
Yeah,
Can't always predict
God
things, but
bless.
that's the goal. It's
Nah,
to
that's
show,
facts.
be the example. Be like I said, I wasn't
And what you're
trying to be
doing
no
is
role model.
creating a full team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how you was born or who you were born with, you are the glue. So now you're showing them how to be the glue for each other, right? When you long and gone and in heaven or wherever you decide to be, because you get to choose. Now the people that still existing right through your loin, you know, they know how to love each other. Ain't no animosity and no BS, right? Like everything is love, and they know how to support each other even in the rough times, and even in times they all the way up. Joe,
Mm-hmm.
you did Joe Crack voice, you know. Yeah, you're the example. Look,
And
my story it's not crazier than nobody's at all. I don't compare stories, but honestly, my story is one of those stories. It's like, did that really happen? And when I learned how many people really had stories like mine, I was like, man, yeah, it happened, but it's like one in a million.
right.
But it's like, what are you gonna do with it though? Are you gonna
Mm-hmm.
use that as an excuse, or are you gonna
Mm-hmm.
use it as an energy, you know, to propel? You know, yeah,
And that's how I use my story. It just reminds me how resilient I am
yeah,
to make it
facts,
through what I'm, made it
facts,
through. There's so many people who didn't make it, and
facts,
just
and,
understanding that,
yeah,
um,
and that's
and
why I
using,
asked you.
oh, go
You
ahead.
know, that's why I asked you. What are the 3 things that made you resilient? You gave me one with 3 answers, and I was like, "Yo, you on P? Hey, you on P,
Watermelon,
my
what up,
brother."
though?
Facts.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's life, in general. I try not to. I live in I live parables. I really live a parable life. But
Parables, but not purgatory. You know.
right, yeah, yeah. No purgatory, no purgatory. But
Yeah.
it's it's life in general. Like I said, it's something I feel was innate. I mean, I was resilient from the sperm cell. I made it to the egg. Not only did I make it to the egg, the body didn't reject me. I was strong enough not to get rejected. Um, and that's just biologically. So even after I developed, I had to come out the womb. So I've been fighting my whole life, you know. And
Yeah.
now that I'm on this earth, um, that's why I said for me, I just remember that fight, I guess. Um, just
Mm,
being in touch, like, with my soul, understanding ever since I was a kid, I was weird. And I just understood things and knew things that wasn't normal for a kid, I guess. Um, Stuff just made sense. And then a lot of stuff
yeah.
didn't make sense. So I had to make
But
it make
since you
sense.
was a kid, you was weird. But even before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the womb, literally, everybody
Look,
knew around me. I was
mhm.
weird. They ain't even see me yet. They ain't even see me yet, but they knew I was weird. You know, I was something different.
You like that, Frank? This my boy Frankie Blanco in the chat. He another deep brother. He got an acronym for
About
SAD.
way of life before D.
He got an acronym for SAD. You know, he said looking in the past is depression. Looking too far in the future brings anxiety, and being in the present. Hold on, did I say that right, Frankie? How do I say that?
Looking in the past is depression. Looking in the future is anxiety. Looking in the present is what?
Is sad. Hold on, no, is stress. Oh, stressful. So stress is for the present. Depression is for the past. Anxiety is when you think about the future too much. That's when he broke that down. I was like, that's the state most people live in. You know, they thinking about the bills they gotta pay. It brings anxiety. Think about all the trauma they endured in the past. That brings on depression. And then when people finally get in the present,
Hold on.
they stress.
Like literally, like I'm a slow reader. You dig? Hold on. Like, hey, give me one more again on that one. Like literally, just bar by bar. You know, if you don't mind, respectfully.
Oh,
You know, because that was
no
cold
problem.
blooded. I need to hear
Yeah,
that.
this brother, man, I'm
I
telling you, when he
need to
spit
hear
it
that.
like that, I was like, oh man. So when you thinking about the past, you depressed. When you thinking about the future, you're having anxiety. And when you're in the present, you stress. So thinking about those future
Mm,
bills brings on anxiety. Thinking about those past traumas bring on depression. And being in the moment, people get stressed. And that's what being sad is. They in one of those states when people
and
sad.
that's fire. That's
So
fire. I'm not
we
even
so
gonna take nothing away from them. But
now
I
we
would say
so
for sure, looking in the past, you get depressed. You know,
and
looking in the future,
you
you
bring
get
anxiety.
anxiety. But looking in the moment, you get blessed.
Yeah. And see that's what he just said that in
Not stress, you
the
get blessed.
president is the gift. Oh no, see now check this out. So we solution based over here. We look for solutions. So
Exactly.
when
Yeah.
people sad, when someone say I'm sad, now we have three areas to figure out which one are they functioning out of. Are you thinking about the future? Are you thinking about the past? Or is it something going on in the present? Let's fix this. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we evaluate sadness.
Yeah. You sure you ain't no psychologist or counselor?
Man, I'm a life coach. I'm a life coach. But I've been mentoring since I was 14. I've been reading
Facts.
psychology books since I was 11. Um, so yeah.
Yeah. The books that I love most, man. Like I told you, I came literally from a university that created EIQ before it was EQ.
Mm,
And it created informatics, right? And social informatics. The study of human beings with um, let's call it computers, right? And their interaction over time. I came from that school. Small
mm.
school. Yeah. Indiana, where Miss T from. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But my sister,
Came from that school. Yeah.
my sister just
And that school
graduated.
wasn't even born yet. Like they literally just did it for the first time. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, you said your sister was what?
Bronze, what up, though, bro? I don't know if I greeted you. Appreciate you, fam. My sister just graduated from UNM with her PhD in
Oh,
psychology
you
and
and I?
education,
Nice. Okay.
and she
Yay.
she just
Okay.
great. So all during her
Oh,
her from her master's, she's just been
let's
picking
get
my
it.
brain. So
Yeah.
yeah, she picking my brain and adding more crazy stuff into it. So I mean, but I've been like my uncle. I was annoying my uncle when we was moving into our new home, and he gave me a psychology book to read.
Fair.
And I was always a reader. I love reading. Give me 1 second, bro. Let me just play this quick commercial.
Oh, no worries. No worries. At all. I got you, my brother.
Shout out to the nine.
I'm not a
To the
monster.
nine Weezy's.
I'm just ahead of the curve in
I
a
feel
world
like I'm
that's lost
losing
its
my
way.
mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.
I was just about to say where Real is at. I see Watermelon in the chat and he ain't messing with her. Shout out to Watermelon. Realist, don't run Watermelon away. Realist always messing with the ladies. But yeah, my bad, I forgot what. So let me ask you this: what do you think about the topic? Do you think people need to? What do you think people need to let go to be successful? Like, what are some of the things?
Yeah, so when I was reflecting on the topic too, right, when we were talking about what to let go, not only for the year, but just in general, right? You said a couple of things up front, right? And I wanted to kind of reflect on that because I've seen all the reflections. Like, according to what your thoughts were, like, I'm not trying to like wordplay with it, but honestly, like, when you created that topic, what things did you have in your mind and your heart?
It was built off a prior conversation. That's why I try to do the content. I try to, build off of it. And basically everything I stated. You have to let the old go to make room for the new. And it was just some things incorporated in that. I think the main things are environment, people, thoughts of less value, like just not believing in yourself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So what was in my heart was it wasn't even in my heart, it was more observation.
On your mind, yeah.
Yeah, it was more
Yeah.
things I've seen because it's so many things. I think people way of thinking hold them back more than anything, and a lot of times the way people think is because how they feel, and that's because of past experiences. So if you don't have, if you didn't learn the lessons from those past experiences, they can still be hindering you. Like at one point, at one point in my life, I had a great amount of influence. Right, I'm gonna just say it like that. Where
Facts.
people, the decisions I made affected other people, and I wasn't aware of. It, So I never wanted to be in a position where people put me on a pedestal, and that prevented me from achieving certain feats in life. Because I always held myself back and just sharing that. That's one of those things. The fear of being successful because of the responsibilities that come with it. And It
Mm,
wasn't the
that's great.
Yeah, it wasn't that I was afraid of the responsibility. More, I didn't want to. I don't even want to use the term power, but I didn't want I didn't want what comes with being, successful. Basically, the
Yeah.
way I've seen success from the avenue I'm going in. Because even doing what I'm doing now, I have the potential to influence people. So I want to make sure I'm responsible with that. I'm not trying to be accountable.
Mm,
I'm trying to be responsible.
facts.
So
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you for sharing that because you're totally right. You kind of deviated from the question, but honestly, your you what you said literally just rebuttal exactly what this conversation is about. You know, um, man, no one man should have all that power, right? Especially not know what to do with it. Yeah.
yeah,
And
they don't know.
sometimes we're blessed early enough, to do it right. But so many factors that get involved sometimes, right? And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you get a little, get a little ice burn from it. You feel me?
Yeah. And then I had to realize this too. It's different. It's a different environment, different circumstances, different
Yeah.
people. There's a lot of differences that won't have the same consequences as it did when I was younger. So
That's only if we can still be the people, you know, to teach the future about the history, you know, stay in touch, you
yeah.
know, be forgiving, but also stay
Make
in touch.
this go viral. Miss V, what up, though, sis? My bad. Apologize. She affiliated
Mr.
with the 9%.
Beezy.
Miss V is in the building. Appreciate you, Miss V.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if y'all trying to do this YouTube thing and y'all trying to be successful at it, definitely link up with my sis, Miss V. Check this out. Her link is constantly being dropped in the chat. Nightbot has her link in there. Make sure you get linked up. Make sure you turn the notification bells on after you hit the sub because when she go live, she get live with the information she read over there. And I promise you, the things you don't know, if she don't know, she'll figure them out. Um, I will not be where I'm at without Ms. V. Appreciate you, Ms. V. Yeah, I always give special shout outs to the people. It ain't even a shout out, I just be telling the truth.
Actual factual. Miss V. Yay. Yo, to the top. We can't be stopped.
Buckle up, baby. But yeah,
Amen.
yeah, so that was like I said, it was more of an observation. I don't put too many things I don't attach emotions to too many things now. Unless
I
it's
totally
required.
agree, but for sure, I think just
And,
even the maturation and the progress, right? It just showed you too. It's like, dang, I could have did this at this and did this at that, but it wasn't really that on your mind at the time, right? So it's like, all right, how do we actually pay it forward? You know, while being a living OG almost right now, without even calling yourself an OG. I think that's fire though, you know, because you're still being able to show everything through you learning, at this level, but also not even holding anybody back because they can do something better than you faster than they could because they're younger or whatever, right? Just
mm-hmm.
keeping it smooth, you know. It's like without hating your heart, like ain't no ego. That's what I love, you know.
And see, even that part right there, for me, it's just my philosophy of a leader is being able to replicate my success. That's one of the things that define, a good leader to me. And if I can't make the things behind me, if I can't put them in a position to go further, then I need to reevaluate myself. So that's the whole goal. Even, one of the young boys I mentor, he about to get his doctorate degree. I don't have a doctorate degree. I've been supporting him the whole, pushing him. Nope, you're almost done. Just go get it.
That's
And
crazy. Let's get it.
it's people in his
Let's get
family
it.
that's been not supporting him. I'm gonna just say it like that.
Yeah.
But and he like, bro, why do you? And I said, because, bro, you called me your mentor. I never said I was mentoring you. But since you said it, then I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it good. I'm gonna make sure you better than me. I want that for my brothers, my sisters. That's just been in me. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I just always felt like that. That was what it was supposed to be. That's what my OGs did. They gave me the game. I just didn't take it. You know, and the game that I did take, I didn't take it at the time. I say it like that. I didn't use it at the time. Better term. I
Yeah.
just didn't use it. I put it up, and now I'm using it, and I understand the benefit. I just didn't understand how to use it when I was younger. I didn't even know what it was. So just finding better
But
ways to translate the information that I have to them now. Because a lot of times when people talk to the youth, they talk to them from where they at. And they
yeah,
forget,
not where they was. Yeah.
yeah, not where they was.
And
So,
not understanding where they at. Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
They can't
you
put
know,
themselves in their situations where they at. They want to put themselves when they was at. It's like, nah,
mm-hmm,
you can't do that. I mean, at least I don't. A couple people can. Yeah, you're totally right. Like, you gotta definitely talk to people from the level that they at. If you got the EIQ or the EQ, right?
mm-hmm.
Like, if you want, yeah, yeah. I don't mean to cut you off. The only
Oh
thing
no,
I
you
wanted to
good.
say is, when regardless of if it's your family, your loved ones, or people that you want to inspire, like you gotta ask yourself: are you speaking because you want to be heard? Are you speaking because you want to inspire or make a difference? You know, you gotta meet everybody where they at, but also you gotta stand on what you stand on too. As far as, man, we ain't like, for instance, my mentee. I have a mentee out here, pretty cold, like genius, man, genius. Like literally, he's a genius. You know, and I've known him since 11 years old. He's a genius. Like, oh man, he's a genius, and he can't speak well to everybody else, but when he comes sit down with me and my family and everything, when we break bread and just chill, he cool, right? I'm like, nah, like, don't I, I know, like, your grandma and I talk. Like, why are you disrespecting your granny? Like, what's going on, bro? You know? And you gotta, it's like, eventually, like, you gotta get through those layers, but it's like, you gotta break down, and like, I'm just like, dude, like, I know what's going on, bro. Like, what's up? Not like, I'm not talking to you like I'm like, a mentor, doing all this, doing all that. Nah, I'm not talking to you like I'm your friend either, though, right? I'm talking to you as somebody that you respect, and I respect you. I'm willing to listen, right? So you have a floor, like, whatever. I got you, right? And it's so crazy because this mentoring and menteeing and stuff, it gets crazy a little bit, because if you really want to do a great job, it comes outside of the comfort of your own corporations or your own, like, nonprofits and stuff, and you really have to sit down with real people, going through real things. And honestly, if it wasn't for the people that invested in me in that same situation, a resilient dad would have been probably, you wouldn't even know my name. Like, for real. You wouldn't even know my name. But what it gave me insight to through that progress was how you really have to take yourself out of, hey, I know this is right. I know this is wrong. Why don't you know this is right? Why don't you know this is wrong? you got to give people opportunity, especially adolescents, going through things if they can. Opportunity to figure things out, but also being that sounding board, giving that questionnaire about it, quote unquote. Hey, if you didn't, yeah, like we can go even break it down, even though lower to the compound, but it's so dope, to actually be in that. Um, because I mean, it's not about accolades or nothing like that. Like it's about like real respect and man, if you know where you came from and I know where I came from, clearly for sure. If you can do anything to like advance or give people more perspective growing up before they even have to meet that situation, you would do anything to do that, you know? Yeah, and at least that's my belief, man. I don't know. What do you think? Because
I'm
if I
not.
can do anything, I would want them to keep everything. I would want them like I'll give everything to keep them out of the stuff that you really
Yes, sir.
had to figure out, but you can't, excellence does come through hard times sometimes, but like too young and like, I'm not trying to like, you can't tell me about switches and all this other stuff and you don't even know how to read a book, a chapter
Right.
book. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. I know what's going on, but I'm just saying, like, high level, allegedly. I'm like, yo, can you read me this? You did, like, and I'm not even embarrassing people. I'm just like putting them on like game. All right, cool. Hey, I'm gonna read with you. The people gonna read with you. Like everybody we got with you. Mom and dad, granny, they all on board. We're gonna like figure this thing out. Cause you too smart to be doing all that. Cause I already know that you know about apps and everything else. And that's what's crazy. It's like you can't read, but you already know how to build an app. That's
Right.
crazy to me. You know? And I don't know how many like it's crazy out here. Like you can't really read a full book in a chapter book, but you know how to build apps. This is crazy to me. Because where I'm from, it's just like, what? Coding was the craziest thing. But yeah,
Frankie,
yeah,
my
yeah.
bad. Frankie,
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna get you, bro. You do not have to cash at me. But I want to play this from my homie right here. Frankie Blanco is an artist. If y'all don't know who Frankie is, y'all about to right now.
Listen to me. Never had it easy. It's 5 of us, 1 bedroom and a 20-inch TV. Roaches in the cabinets, spoiled milk and mold cheese. Dishes all in the sink and the stove is a little greasy. Mom Dukes was a soldier though, 3 jobs under the books. Had to be smart, she didn't want them food stamps took. Said late nights, could hear crying in her room. Was it cause my father denied me since the womb? Cause the lights was cut and relying on candles to light the rooms. Shit made me a man quick, had to grow a backbone, soldiers always staying stiff. She told me a man with plans is better than a man who don't plan shit. So I started reaching for the answers every chance my hands get. No options left, it's either sink or swim. Trying to be righteous, surrounded by snakes filled with deceit and sin. How can I fulfill this destiny with this pain I keep within? Knowing that there's a day when me and my moms will never speak again. Hey Mom, just want to leave this message. I know you can't hear me, but just want to let you know, without you, there was no me. And I'm proud, grateful, humble. You showed me the way. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mom. Just for you. Just for you. Just for you. Yes. Mom, I made this song up just for you. Mom, I give this all up just for you. Turn away and walk away, Mom, just for you. Folding hands and bending knees, I pray just for you. Take a look in my eyes, I'm a wish come true. My only purpose in life, Ma, was just for you. This I knew, always showed me right from wrong. Even told me life goes on when life is gone. Right or wrong, find my days all played out. Looking for shortcuts, only finding long ways out. Guess till the songs played out. Cry blood to ease the pain. Die young if I can ease the pain.
G.
Shout out to Frankie Blanco. Hey, Frank, bro, you already know, man. You say the word, I'm playing it. You already know, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you allowing me to play your work on my channel, man. So don't think, you might think, I'm promoting you, bro. This is an honor to me, man. So I appreciate you, Frankie. I really do, brother. And you do not have to cash at me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna take it because I'm learning how to be living in a gratitude state. So I'm not gonna send it back because I feel like that's disrespectful. But you don't have to do that, brother. You know you don't have to. Just let me know, and I'm pushing play.
Amen. And that beat go crazy.
Man, I'm telling you, Frankie go crazy. I will debate anybody. He top alive. You
That
listen
beat
to this
go
man
crazy.
spit.
And it's so simple with that grand piano. Yee. Yo. Hey, that shit, excuse me. That stuff go hard. Yeah.
That boy a goat, and he just don't know it yet. They just ain't seen him yet. That's the only thing. The world just ain't seen him yet. But they gonna see him. If I can get big enough and put my brother on, and I guess that's another thing. You want to add that one?
Man, that must be hard. Yeah, the most simplest things, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 notes and 2 chords. We in it. Yeah. I feel
That's the beauty of life, man. It's not the things man created, it's the things the creator created. And it's the things that we create. And you can tell what's created through the influence of the creator versus what's man-made. It becomes unnatural and it's not beneficial. So when gifts like that come, when people have gifts like that and they let them shine, I'm just in awe.
Is that instrumental for sale too? Let me know.
Chocolate Drop
I
is
would
in the
love to
building.
license that one. Yeah, I really would. Dun 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 dun. Yo, that's fire. Yeah, much respect.
Chocolate
Hey,
Drop
and
is
one
in the
thing you
building.
did, you said thanks to Mom. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's hard. My mom just turned 76, man, 2 days ago.
76.
76, man. Yeah, in the
That's a
clip.
blessing. Shout out to moms, man. Shout out to their
That's
moms.
all love. Yeah. Yeah. But that beat go hard, man. Let me know. Cause I'm trying to go live on my first live. I ain't want to do it, but I gotta do it. And my first live ain't even trying to sell content. It's really like a giveaway to give back. And yeah, it's deep. But yeah, that thing go hard, man. I would love to see what's up with that.
And make sure you put your type something in the chat. We have one of the mods drop you a link.
Yes, sir.
When you get over there and check you out.
I ain't here for that though, you know.
No, I know you ain't, bro. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, we want to come over and check you out, bro. We appreciate you coming over here, rocking out. Taking the panel. I don't get too many. I get guests. People. My people come up and rock with me. But I don't know, bro. It's like I don't know what it is. I just don't get too many guests. Unless they rocked out with me, like Brother Keith, Tay, Miss V pop up, Frankie pop up. It's like the regular. We got a small crowd over here, but
that's bigger than what you think. But one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, bro. Hey, man, I gotta let you know. Hey, I see you.
I appreciate that. I
It's more
appreciate
than
that.
just watch hours and likes, man. I see you, brother. Hey,
I appreciate that.
yeah, respect.
I just try to do play my part. I don't be trying to save the world, but if I can help a couple people out, um,
Yeah, no worries, man. If you had anything before, so you just we all just ended 2023, right? At the end of
mhm.
2023, what were you thinking compared to what you thought 2023 was when you was thinking about January 2023? And I only asked that question because now we're at the top of 2024, reflecting on the end of 2023 and the top of 2023, if this makes sense, at the end of 2024, while living in the top of 2024, man, what do you expect to accomplish?
You talking about on YouTube or just in life?
Yeah, in general, it's an open-ended
Um,
question.
well, in life, I got a couple things going on. Just getting more progress. I don't rush things. Just making more progress. On YouTube is I'm going into another phase. I'm in phase 27. I'm kind of methodical and strategical. So it's I got accelerated with a couple things. I didn't expect to have the numbers I have. Um, so I had to incorporate how to do things to continue growing at the rate that I'm growing at. Trying to,
Amen.
I ain't gonna force it, but if I can take advantage of uh, the success I got, I'm gonna do that. Not only for me, but for my people. If I can use my platform to help them grow theirs, that's what I'm attempting to do now. So just finding new ways and unique ways to do that. Um, I understand the opportunity more. Um, so I'm making sure I do all the correct things. So when I do get remonetized, I don't have this situation again, even though it benefited me. But, I just rather not go through demonetization again. um,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I
just
feel you.
just continue growing, trying to become better tomorrow than I am today. Finding new ways to do that. I know that's probably I ain't trying to deviate from the question, but um,
No, I think you kept it
oh,
simple
you
though.
know what?
Yeah,
My
that's
my
cool.
bad, Frank. My bad, Frankie. I
Yeah,
forgot.
big
I just
Frank.
played the music. I just played
I'll
it.
get one more.
Yeah, one artist.
Come on, get that money, 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 money. I don't come the money, money.
My bad. I forgot. I had a cat. I'm sitting there telling them don't cash at me and didn't play the thing. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Rudy's in the building. What up, Rudy? What up?
Yeah, you on East Coast time too, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, sis about to go on in
Yeah.
a minute. Yeah, antisocial. Make sure y'all linked up with antisocial. We over there after this. Sis go live for a minute. I don't know what she gonna talk about. It was a piece that I sent her. I don't know if we gonna talk about that, but we gonna be over there in a minute. Um, this was a
Look,
good conversation.
I gotta give you honest feedback, bro.
Oh, go ahead.
Respectfully, you
Oh, go
know,
ahead. I enjoy criticism and constructive criticism. So
nah, like honestly, I gotta give it to you real.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, um, yeah. Look, man. I've been in and out of the bushes. We've been catching each other on different lives and everything. And I ain't trying to like gas you up, but honestly, brother, I thank you for even allowing me on this platform right now and just man, just sharing a visionary consciousness, right now and having a good time. That's so dope. Like it's dope. And I thank you for that, man. I owe you more than anything, bro. That's respect. That's love, man. Like you ain't have to
I
do that. You ain't have to let me up. Like, come on, man. I'm always gonna keep supporting. But you ain't have to let me up. And I truly respect you for it. You know. I don't carry two sides to my mask. It all looks the same. But also I gotta give you respect for the fact that, man, you've been doing your thing and I just wanted to come up and show you love and also share conversation with you. It's not really about numbers. Man, these things come and go.
yeah.
But connecting with real genuine people, like human people, it's dope. And I thank you for that, man. And I thank you for the opportunity, my brother. To the top.
I appreciate that, man. That's humbling, bro. Yeah, this what we do over here, bro. We had conversations, man. And I'm a genuine person, and I'm open to dialogue. Like I said, even when people give criticism or constructive criticism, I'm always open to grow and learn. So yeah, anytime you want to come through, bro, if the link ain't dropped, just shoot it in the chat. You're more than welcome to come up. I enjoy building with like having conversations with people because I can say something, you can say something. It can be similar, said in different ways, and people may not resonate with me, but they may resonate with you, and that's what I come on here for. So it is like you said, it ain't about the numbers. Numbers, I mean, they come and go, but genuine people, especially on this app, is scarce. you know. So that's why I'm comfortable uh with the I'm comfortable with the crowd that I got because I know who here. Hold on one sec, sis. Okay, there you go. I couldn't find the thing. Um, so no, I appreciate that. That's humbling, man. But yeah, more than welcome, bro. Come hit the
Nah, nah,
panel,
nah, nah,
chop
nah,
it up
nah.
and
I'm
everything.
humble, man. It's all love, brother. Trust me. It's all love. And like I told you, man, even though you don't see me, hey, I got your back like chiropractic. I got your back
Uh,
like 4 flats on the caddy. Or is that 3 flats?
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
K.E. What up, sis?
Big
Hey,
K, easy. How you doing?
what's up, ARD?
Hey, life is good. How
Good,
are you?
good. Huh?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, okay.
So, yeah, I was just coming up here because I wanted to say this, I be wondering, people always have something to say, right? And to me personally, I feel like the only people that I'm going to be taking advice from is people that's in the 9 percenters and Miss V. Okay, but if I have more subscribers than you, then yeah, I can't take any advice from somebody who has less subscribers than me. I just can't do it. Okay, so for people that be running their mouth and telling people certain things as far as what they should be doing on their channel, no, no, please stop.
Hey, you said that thing on the head. And I totally respect that too. Hey, you can't tell nobody how to do their job when they've been doing their job, and then they look at you and your resume ain't even fit. I totally respect that. Yeah. So what are you saying?
I'm just saying, don't give any advice if I have more subscribers than you. You know, now, like for instance, I said Miss V, that's different because Miss V, she knows about analytics, you know, but if other than that, if you trying to talk
Oh
about
wait, was
somebody,
that pointing to me or you're just saying like?
nah, it
No,
ain't
it
pointing
ain't
to
at
you.
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I was
it's
like,
not at
wait,
you.
hold on.
No, but what she's saying
Oh yeah, like
is
how can
actual
you get
factual.
resume advice and you don't have a resume?
Yeah,
How can you give advice on how to code and you never even know the language outside of English, right? How can you tell
hmm
somebody how to forklift and you ain't even certified? I totally agree. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. You can learn something from everybody, regardless if they got your credentials or not. But also, you got to have discernment. At least that's my opinion.
yeah. It's like you said.
I can't tell my dad to give me advice on how to be a father, right? When if my dad was like disappearing, right? But he will have advice on how to not disappear if that was my situation, right?
And that's the I think that's the point. You know, I made that point a couple shows ago. You know, I gave an analogy, right? When I got married, I asked one of the CRNAs I was working with how what he was married for 30 years. So I asked him. I said, what what's the secret? What did you what is it gonna take for me to reach where you at? And another guy answered. And after he answered, the CRNA looked at me and said, if you want to know how to keep a wife, you talk to someone who has a wife. If you want to know how not to keep one, you talk to someone who don't have one or who lost his. So just in life, don't take advice from people telling you how to get something and they don't have it or never had it. He said
Yeah.
they can only tell you how to lose it. And I'm like, that's deep.
How to keep not losing, right? Or how to keep losing, right?
Yeah, how to keep losing. Like if a person doesn't have something, they can only tell you how they don't have it,
Yeah.
or they can tell you what they did not to get it, but they can't tell you how to get it. They can only theorize because they never had it.
Well, they say a fool learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from others' mistakes.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So that's my point. Because people love to give advice, but you ain't never been there. So
Right.
how can you give the advice? And
Fact.
especially if I have more subscribers than you, why are you even talking to me?
Facts.
Why are you even talking? Like, get to my level first.
I'm sorry, I had to push that. I don't get to play with.
That is crazy. Because
Get to
y'all
my
know
level
I think
first.
like you got the right message, but it's like when it comes to subscribers, like you can have 1 million subscribers today, right? And then on YouTube, 1 million subscribers, right? And then by the end of the month, right? How many subscribers you'll have? Maybe 30,000. When you had 1 million. So what you telling me everybody that had 30,000 plus can still talk to you? I mean, I understand what you're doing, like saying,
It's Taylor.
but I just want
Yeah,
to like give perspective. Like, it's hard to say, a metric to subscribers, right? Alone, it's not like diminishing accomplishments, for genuine, content and work ethic. But when we're creating a metric about subscribers, because that's what you said, right? Subscribers in a platform that we don't control, right? You can have 50,000 subscribers right now, or 300,000, or 1 million subscribers, as I've seen over and over again. And then less than 30 to 90 days, you don't have half of that, let alone a fraction of it. So it's like, I think the message is more important than thinking about metrics of subscribers. I think that's the word that, yeah, I would look to understand a little bit better about. Does that make sense?
No and
It
yes.
doesn't.
Because the simple fact is that how can you tell me about something if you've never been there?
Yeah, I
So
was
for
about to
Right.
say
instance,
you can even elaborate even more if you want. I
so
don't
for
mind.
instance, ARD, if you wanted to be something or you're going to be something and I give you advice on it and I've never been there, would I mean, would you take my advice?
Yeah, that's like, hey,
If
can I be
if
well, I take advice how to be a millionaire
And I've never
financially
been a
from
millionaire
somebody.
before.
No, I was just like, yeah, as an example. Well, I take advice how to be a millionaire from somebody that never even made $1 million.
Correct.
Yeah, that's interesting.
No, I answer the question. Yeah, you see, you're answering your own
don't
question,
deviate from
but
the
you're sitting
question.
up
No,
here.
no. Honestly,
Exactly. He don't
I'm
want to
not.
he,
I'm
answer the
not. I'm
he,
not a
question.
one for one guy. You know,
no, he got me like
because
that
actually,
earlier, so I had
like
to
the
pick
people.
I got his
Yeah, I'm not
ass
a one
because
for
he
one guy. Well, no, 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 no. Hold on, hold
couldn't
on, hold
answer
on.
that
Let me
shit.
break it down. Like for real. Let me keep it clear and simple. Right. I totally agree with that. Like, don't take advice from somebody that never did it. Facts. Right. Facts. That's facts. Somebody that never did it, don't take advice from them. Right. Period. Right. Isn't that like what we're saying right now?
That's what, yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
No, that's
I
what you're
don't know.
saying,
You
and I
teeter
agree.
tottering.
I
You
say,
coming
hey,
back.
don't take
You
advice.
you coming back and agreeing, then you coming back. And when I ask you the question now, you don't want to admit that what I'm saying is correct because now that means you have to disregard everything that you just said to me. So
No, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, look, honestly, you know,
answer the
like,
question. Would
if
you
this
take
is
advice
start,
from someone? Would you take advice from someone who's never had $1 million and you're trying to get 1 million?
honestly, just to even make the situation I've
Ooh,
had.
this ain't even a
Hold
hard
on, hold on, hold
question.
on. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I took advice from everybody. I didn't deny any advice. I had discernment. Period. Regardless if it was good or bad, regardless if it was fruitful or not, I took advice from everything. I listened to the room at all times.
I think a
What
better
is the
way.
question?
I think a better way to put it, Jay, is will you follow through with the advice? That's like if I wanted to be a doctor, I would go to a doctor or at
And we
least
know it
someone
requires
who,
to be a doctor.
yeah,
Right?
to understand the requirements to be a doctor versus someone who watched it on TV. You
Right.
know, I
Facts.
wouldn't follow through with any. I would listen because, like that point right there, I was told when I was young, listen to everything and even the bad advice because in the future you'll know how it sounds.
Hmm.
When people giving you bad advice. So I think just to be more detailed, would you follow through with the advice someone is giving you when they haven't accomplished or haven't,
Facts. And that's what
then
I say. I accept all advice. That was
it,
targeted at me for sure. I made myself a target on that clearly because I wanted to make sure like to anybody that listen like for sure this is what I tell my mentees, and this is actually I'm a mentee while mentoring all times, right, at every level. It's not about what you think you know and what you can prove, right? It's how you sustain yourself over time and over time. Like you can't be the same and still win over time. You have to continue to grow. I don't care what, like you gotta respect the people that did it better than you before you. Period. Right? That's respect. Period. But that does not have a dictation over, you know, what your life and your generation or whatever your time and calling is. Period. Like it just is what it is. Don't blame me, blame God. Pause.
Okay, I hate to end this, but we at the 2 hour mark, and Sis is about to go live. Y'all want to leave the people with a final thought?
Wait, Tease. I'm sure I answered your question by now, or maybe not. I was just being funny too, by the way.
I don't know because I like direct answers, and I think your answer is no. You
Oh
know,
yeah. No to the
yes, your
no to the
answer
no,
is
no,
no.
no.
So,
No
and
to the
me
no.
and you are different. You know, that's the key. Me and you are different. I'm not taking no
Nah.
damn it. I'm
I
not
mean,
taking
come
no
on.
damn
Like
advice.
you didn't learn about,
I let you talk though. I let you talk, and now you cut me
Wait,
off.
so hold on. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you had to flow for a minute, and I was quiet, and I let you get an answer, and you gave about a 2 minute, 3 minute answer. But anyways,
Oh Jesus. I apologize. That wasn't my intention. Yeah.
anyway, so me and you are different. You'll take advice from someone who's never had $1 million. I'm not taking no damn advice from somebody who ain't never been there before,
Is
who
that
ain't
what
never
I
had a
said
million
though?
dollars. That's in so many words, that's what it sounds like to me. It's a yes or no question, and I
Hey,
never got a yes or a
9%.
no.
Is that what I
I got
said?
around the bush. I got around the bush answer.
9%. Is that what I said?
Hold on. I'm lost. My bad. I was texting. Hold on. So,
Will you take advice for somebody that now we're talking about money, right? Never had $1 million, right? All right, come on. Like,
well, I ain't
yeah,
think
come
that.
on, man.
Are
I
you
Yo,
wouldn't. I
drunk?
don't.
Joe Jackson never had $1 million, but then he put Michael Jackson and everybody else on how to get more than $1 million. What do they take advice from them? Do they take advice from them, Joe Jackson, because he never had $1 million? Cut it out. What are you talking about? I said be clear, right? Like you telling
Now,
me.
see, now even with that, I wouldn't have used that analogy because he kind of beat it into.
Yeah, but still, but
But
still, but
no, I
still,
wouldn't.
we're talking
I would.
about a very clear metric, right? As an example. Yeah. I'm just being, hey, like,
What you
hey,
been drinking?
water.
I'm gonna let you make
And
it.
on top of
I'm gonna
that,
let
I
you
still
make
got
it
to
because
run. I
obviously
still got to
you
run.
drunk. Obviously you
Let,
drunk, so
let
I'm gonna
me
let you
ask
make
y'all
it
this:
tonight.
Do
Like, drunk on what? Like, what are you talking about?
do
Come
y'all
on,
have any
technique.
final thoughts for the people? For the people, what we got for the people?
Don't drink and get up on the panel.
Don't drink and get on the panel.
That's my final thought.
Jesus. Okay. Don't eat and get on the panel. My final thought.
And my
Yeah,
Much
don't
final
love.
do
thought
it.
is this is my final thought. This was a good live, and I hope people can extract some information from it. And just don't be afraid to let go of things you don't need, so you can move forward, progressing through life. But that's all we got. We're going over to antisocial, so we'll be over there rocking and rolling. Appreciate everybody coming out. Y'all know what I always say: care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nations. And if we say anything that resonate with you, hit that share button. Tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until next time, we out.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and
Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess. What's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon. No coming in second, this life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression,
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on this evening. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race,